Hi there, Pam Fuller again with another installment of our space video updates, and we'll go ahead and jump right in. Again, we'll use the same format. I'll talk a little bit about what we know, what we're exploring, and how you can be involved. So jumping right in, we all know that LionPath was able to move in January, and I was actually able to go in and have a little bit of an after action review with those in the building. And really overwhelmingly, the response was very positive as to the space and the environment, certainly at least on the LionPath floor. So the staff there were pretty excited about the space that they had. Also, we held a thank you event, an open house and thank you event. So Kevin Maroney and Michael Busquis went together and really thanked the OPP staff that basically moved mountains to get them in such a short time frame. Again, only 4 months from purchasing the building to having occupants on the third floor. So that was a big deal. Also, in terms of phase 2 of the building project, that's moving the rest of ITS staff into the lower 3 floors. And that is moving along. Our design team's working very hard. We created a color guard, folks, to look at just the colors in the building and how we're going to do that, as well as developing specifics to go to the Board of Trustees, most likely in July. So this is a change. We have a bit of a change in the schedule, but again, I remain positive in all the work that's going on, all of the engineering drawings that have to be done in the background to move through the OPP planning process for capital projects. And again, that has to go to the Board of Trustees. So we thought we could get there in May. It's been very difficult because of all the work happening. And so if we didn't push it off till July, I have a feeling we wouldn't be doing as good of a job with it as we could. So moving it to July is the right date. That does then change our target move-in to February to May. So I said to them, would we be able to get in by Memorial Day? And I think we'll be able to do that, have all of us moved there by Memorial Day. So certainly I am working with rental services. We have a number of us in rental properties where leases expire. So I'll be getting that information out as I have it, but we're on top of that. Also, within that building, we're doing a number of things as listed here. So we're working with the local architect. We're working with Housing and Food Services to develop an RFP for the vendor and trying to figure out how we're going to design that cafe to best work for staff in the building. We're also working with athletics for the exercise facility. So that will be coming up very soon as well. Color guard, again, we're looking at how we design and how we put the colors together and the feel of the space, as well as the furniture and those different things. We have a technology committee that worked very hard to recommend the type of technology to put in this building. And then as well, a big thank you from me to all those that were involved. They put in a lot of time, some of them very on short notice to get that done. So I appreciate all that work. Also, we've put in basically feasibility studies for both the computer building and Shields building. So as people vacate those buildings and have flipped around, what is it that we need to do to those buildings and how far out till we do renovations? So getting a chance to see what those building systems are like and really get a sense of the cost so we can build that into our future financial planning with Tim Shuey, our financial officer. So we're also working with TLT in developing the moves, because certainly we know we're going to be losing Ryder Building, and even this change in plans, affects some of those moves. So we're working with TLT leadership on just planning that next phase of the move. And then as well, we co-located some folks between Shields and Computer Building to get the software engineering folks together and to get the infrastructure folks together over in the Computer Building, because those individuals will be staying in the Computer Building. So we are making a bunch of adjustments now and trying to just gear up for when these shifts really, hopefully, will be completed in about a year, a little over a year. There are a number of things we're still exploring as we make progress on them. I try and bring you the snippets. Certainly desk work, networking, and printing, that's being handled through the new org folks. We'll be doing that in the building. We have an IT support room on the third floor, and one will also be in the basement or the lower level, and that will service the building for IT support needs. working with administrative assistants, figuring out how we handle the reception function and general office supplies. So they're items still under discussion with the rest of the transitions we're having just with units. You can see how this would make it a bit more complicated, but we're having those conversations. Looking at digital signage and building technology, how do we make sure we have folks to not only get that set up, but keep it running. And then event space, what we're doing with that, we have to hire an integrator to come in to make sure we have really good video and sound and are able to support the events like ITLC meetings and ITS Collab meetings and other types of retreats and events that we may hold in that space. And then the exercise facility. So thanks to those of you that completed the survey, we do believe we have enough individuals that are willing to purchase a Penn State gym membership to be able to bring some possibly cardio machines. We heard that really cardio machines and weights were the highest things that folks really wanted to have in that building. Either way, we still will keep the locker rooms. So we're also exploring, these are things coming up, kind of a leadership education session and a chance to talk about how we best support our staff throughout these moves, as well as putting together a building environment group that climate and diversity team can help with, and some open sessions just to hear from you, your thoughts, concerns, suggestions for the new building. So opportunities for input, once again, we have the Yammer group, which is the 300 Science Park ITS move discussion. So there are a number of folks that put information up there. Thanks for sharing everything that you have. Also, here's another way. If you're interested in seeing the building, I cannot take you through the entire building because it is a work site and OSHA regulations will not allow us to do that. However, I can get you in to tour the 3rd floor where Lion Path is. So every Friday from here on out, I took some administrative assistants last Friday. I will meet folks out at the building at 4:30 p.m. No sign up necessary. So when you come out to the building, there's an entrance right by a flagpole that does not right now have a flag on it. But I will meet you there and give you about a 15-20 minute tour. And you can ask questions all you like and then head home on your merry way on a Friday afternoon. So I'll be available pretty much now and through until we probably move in, because I'm spending a lot of time out there, which is fun. So certainly that walkthrough is there, and we'll go ahead and meet you, and feel free to show up. So other opportunities for input, you can always talk to your design team rep, and that's all on the website, which is listed there. And then also, you can always email Nate or I with questions. Now, I do have to say that Nate has accepted a job outside of Penn State. Congratulations for Nate. We will sorely miss him, but he'll be with us until the 21st, and we'll be searching for a new facilities representative to support me in the facilities coordinator role. So that will be coming up. Again, we'll miss Nate. He's gotten a lot of stuff done for us, and we appreciate his service. So with that, I'll bid you adieu, and talk to you soon. Thank you.